I have seen this happen in so many kitchens. You follow every step of a recipe, but the biryani comes out sticky and broken, or the idli sits on the plate flat and rubbery. You probably blamed your technique, your stove, or the recipe, but the real answer was decided before you even turned on the flame.
Want to learn real cooking the simple way? Join me every Sunday for cooking basics and Amma's secret recipes. Come, let's cook.
It was decided the moment you picked up the wrong bag of rice at the grocery store. Every rice variety is chemically suited for one dish and completely wrong for another. Today, I am going to teach you what took me 40 years of cooking to fully understand. By the end of this, you will never pick the wrong grain again, because whether a dish succeeds or fails comes down entirely to the microscopic structure of the grain you choose. You do not need a chemistry degree to understand this. You only need to know that inside every single rice grain, there are two distinct types of starch, amylose and amylopectin. Look closely at this basmati grain. It is packed with amylose. Think of amylose as straight, rigid rods. Rice with a high amount of this starch cooks dry. The grains stay firm and independent, actively resisting sticking to one another. Now look at this idli rice grain. Short, fat, and opaque. It is full of amylopectin. This starch acts like a tangled web. When cooked, it becomes soft and sticky. The grains want to hold together, which makes it perfect for binding batters and supporting fermentation. This gives us the one golden rule you must memorize today. If you need grains to separate, choose high amylose. If you need ingredients to bind, choose high amylopectin. Let us look at how this rule applies to the actual meals we cook. These are the specific varieties you will rely on to execute our daily Indian dishes correctly. For biryani, you must use extra long grain aged basmati. That aging process hardens the outer layer, allowing it to survive 30 minutes of steam in a sealed pot without turning to mush. If you are making idli or dosa, you need parboiled idli rice. The parboiling process pre-gelatinizes the starch, which is chemically required for your batter to ferment properly and rise into a soft, spongy cloud. For everyday meals with sambar or rasam, we use a medium starch rice like Sona Masori or HMT. When cooked, these grains are soft but hold their shape, allowing them to absorb the flavorful liquids without falling apart. Beginners often use expensive basmati for their daily curries, but basmati's dry, separate structure means the liquid simply washes right off. The rice and the curry never combine, leaving the eating experience completely disjointed. For fried rice, you want Sona Masori or Jasmine. Basmati's structure is too fragile for the aggressive tossing of a hot wok, and its strong floral aroma actively fights against the smoky flavors you are trying to build. Swapping one rice variety for another breaks the actual physical mechanics of the recipe. Even when you buy the correct type of rice, the quality on the store shelf can vary. You must test your ingredients at home before you start cooking. To test your basmati, take 10 grains and drop them in a glass of water. Quality aged grains will sink and stay intact. If you see the grains cracking or splitting just from touching the water, you have high moisture fresh rice. Do not use it for biryani. For idli rice, rely on your nose. Dry idli rice should smell clean and neutral. If you detect a musty or sour odor before you soak it, you have old stock. That rice will give your batter a bitter undertone that no amount of fermentation can fix. Taking 10 seconds to look and smell protects you from hidden flaws. It guarantees you will not waste your time and money cooking a doomed meal. Another place things go wrong is at the sink. Beginners often wash their basmati over and over until the water runs completely clear. You should only wash it gently 2 to 3 times. Every extra wash strips away the outer starch layer. That layer provides the structure the grain needs to survive the heat of cooking. Strip it away, and the grain breaks. Soaking times are also strict. Idli rice requires a 4 to 6 hour soak so it can be ground into a smooth batter, but basmati must be soaked for 20 to 30 minutes maximum. People assume a longer soak makes for better rice, but if you over-soak aged basmati, you actively destroy the hardened outer layer that the aging process took 2 years to build. For fried rice, the grains must undergo a chemical process called starch retrogradation. As cooked rice sits overnight in the refrigerator, the starch molecules recrystallize, forming a firm, dry structure. If you skip this and throw fresh, actively steaming rice straight into a pan, the soft, adhesive starch immediately clumps into a sticky paste. But day-old chilled rice is exactly what allows the individual grains to separate and toss cleanly in the heat. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, we forget a step. When that happens, you need a backup plan. If you need fried rice tonight and forgot to cook it yesterday, spread your freshly cooked rice into a thin, even layer on a wide steel tray. Put it in the freezer for 20 minutes. This rapidly pulls out surface moisture and mimics that crystallization process just enough to prevent the worst clumping. And if you test your basmati and realize it is fresh, high-moisture rice, you can save your biryani by adjusting your liquid. Drop your parboiling water ratio from 1.5 cups down to 1.25 cups. The fresh rice carries more natural moisture, so it needs less water in the pot. Knowing how to manipulate heat and liquid allows you to save a dish even when the ingredients are fighting you. The next time a recipe fails, stop asking what you did wrong with your hands. Start by asking if you chose the right ingredient. Rice is the foundation of our cooking. You can now look at this table and understand exactly why this idli is spongy, why this biryani is completely separate, and why this everyday sambar rice is perfectly comforting. You are no longer guessing, you are working with the science of the grain. But rice is only half the plate. In our next video, we are going to look at dal. Beginners often make the exact same ingredient mistakes with their lentils and wonder why their stews taste completely wrong. Take this knowledge into your kitchen tonight, and when you are ready, click the link on screen to join me for the science of dal. I will see you there.
If you enjoyed today's recipe, please like, share and subscribe. This is Deepak Kshatriya signing off. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka, Namaskara.